Okay, guys, welcome back from break, and we are going to start today our lesson by just quickly revising what we needed to cover left for capitalization. Okay, and the last thing that we had discussed yesterday was how we always needed to capitalize proper adjectives. Again, can just someone quickly give me an example of a proper adjective? Abdurrahman?
Yes.
Yes, can you give me an example of a proper adjective? It was one of the rules of capitalization that we discussed yesterday.
For adjectives,
Yes?
Russian.
Right. Okay. Russia would be the noun. Okay. And we can say Russian. Okay. So we saw the Russian movie. Okay. Here, Russian is a proper adjective because it describes the movie. Okay. Great. We also discussed courses and subjects in school or in college or any course that you take. Okay. Subjects of study. And we agreed that you only capitalize them, especially the ones that are not a language. Okay, if you're taking French, Latin, German, French, Arabic, English, all these are languages. Spanish, okay, all these languages are capitalized because, again, they are a spoken language. However, subjects like biology or chemistry, economics, history, geography, algebra, mathematics, art, physical education, all these subjects are not languages. Therefore, they are not capitalized. You only capitalize them when they are associated with a number. Okay, like for example, if I'm taking a course of History 101, okay, 101. Again, if there's a number, you capitalize the subject. Okay, if there is none, you do not capitalize it. Okay, also you do not capitalize, you also capitalize it when you have the subject, and with the subject you have a Roman numeral. Okay, so pay attention to that. Today we're going to discuss the capitalization of titles. All right, if we're talking about Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln, and we said President Lincoln, all right, you need to capitalize the P in president, okay, as stated here, because it's followed by the name. Okay, so if I say President Obama, I need to capitalize the P in president because the name of the president is coming after the title. All right, Mrs. Mayor or Commissioner. Okay, these are all titles. And as we see, we capitalize them all because the name comes after them. Okay, Commissioner is the title, Rodriguez is the name. Bradley is the name, Mayor is a title. So you capitalize President, Mayor, Mrs., and Commissioner because they are titles that come before the name that you're speaking of. All right. When do we not capitalize titles? If we are speaking of the title after the word a or the word the. Okay, so if for example I said we will meet the president, okay, do I need to capitalize the P in president? No. Okay, because it comes after the article the or a. Okay, we met a president. Okay, again, we do not capitalize president because it comes after the article a. Okay, so here the Secretary of Defense. Okay, the word Secretary of Defense we're referring to here, this is a title. However, we're not capitalizing it because we're using it after the article the. Okay, Lin Fong, our class secretary. Okay, this is after a possessive, and we're going to discuss that right now in a second. All right, when we're going to discuss it later here, how about before we get into that, how about if I'm directly addressing, if I'm speaking to my doctor, okay, and how can I tell that I'm speaking to my doctor or there's a person of direct address? When you're directly addressing someone, it means that you're speaking to them face to face, okay? And you would see here that you have a comma, all right? Then it says doctor, okay? That means you're having a conversation with the doctor and you're directly addressing them. Is it very serious, doctor? So, comma doctor here shows me that I'm speaking to the doctor. If you are directly addressing the doctor and you're going to need to capitalize the word doctor. How do you do, sir? Okay. Here, capitalizing the S or lowercasing the S is both acceptable. Okay. How about family relationships? Okay, so family relationships here we have the word, for example, the word aunt or the word uncle, mom, dad. Okay, you capitalize them if they come after the name. Just like we said, President Lincoln. We capitalize P in president because it comes before the name. You also capitalize uncle or aunt because they come up before the name of Fred and Helen. Okay, so we capitalize them after if they come before the name directly. Okay, you also capitalize them when they are substituting the name. Okay, here I'm saying both mom and dad worked at the hospital. I can remove the word mom and dad and substitute it with a name, and the sentence will make absolutely good sense. I can say, for example, both Susan and John work at the hospital. If I can remove the word mom and dad, or I can remove the word uncle and aunt and substitute it with a name, and the sentence sounds perfectly fine, then I need to capitalize my again the word showing this family relationship. Okay, so I can use it in place of a person's name. All right, so this is a test that you conduct. Both mom and dad work at the hospital. All right, I can remove the word mom and dad and I can substitute it with both Susan and John work at the hospital. If yes, I can substitute the names here with actual proper nouns of names of people, then it is needed to be capitalized. However, this is the rule that's very important right here, is to tell you that you do not capitalize. Again, you do not capitalize the family relationship if it comes before a possessive noun or a possessive pronoun. And if we remember, possessive means showing ownership. Okay. And when you show ownership with a noun, you do so by providing an apostrophe S. So we asked Pedro's mother. Now, where is the possessive noun here? Pedro. All right. Pedro apostrophe S shows that the mother belongs to Pedro. Okay. So here, if it comes after a possessive noun, you must lowercase it. You cannot capitalize. Okay. His aunt Celia. If you guys pay attention to the word aunt, which is showing the family relationship, we'll see here that the word aunt is lowercased. And if we ask ourselves why, even though we do have a name, Celia, after it, however, the rule says you do not capitalize a family relationship if it comes after a possessive noun or a possessive pronoun. In this case, it's the word his. If you guys do not remember your possessive pronouns, again, to show ownership for myself, it's my, our, his, her, their. Okay, these are all called possessive pronouns to show ownership using a pronoun. Okay, a possessive noun is using, like, for example, Yasmin apostrophe S, Yasmin's daughter. Okay, here this is a possessive noun. Okay, a possessive pronoun are the words that I just said: his, her, our, their, it's without an apostrophe. Okay, it's without an apostrophe. Okay, these are the rules regarding titles. So again, titles of doctors or presidents or so on, we capitalize them if a name comes after them. Okay, you do not capitalize them if the word the or a is before them. You also capitalize them if you're using them in direct address. That means if you're speaking directly to the doctor. Okay, as we said here, it's usually there's a comma. Okay, can I use it in the beginning? Yes, I can. I can say doctor, comma. Is it very serious? So the word doctor or the word sir or the person that you're directly addressing does not have to come at the end of the sentence. It could also come, in the beginning. But either way, if it comes in the beginning, you have to either way capitalize it because you have to capitalize the first word in the sentence. Okay. At the end, you also capitalize it because this is the rule. Family relationships, again, please do not capitalize them after a possessive noun. All right. And you capitalize them if they come with a person's name without a possessive noun or pronoun in the beginning. And you also capitalize them if you could remove them and substitute them with family names. Okay, like I can take away mom and dad and I can put an actual name. Okay, the next topic of titles and subtitles here is movies and books and so on. And again, pay attention that books, magazines, newspapers are always going to be italicized, and also names of movies. Okay, movie titles are also italicized. Newspapers are italicized, and italicized means that it's tilted to the side. Okay, tilted to the side. Names of books, okay, or chapters or parts of books or short stories like the ones that we read in class or poetry, okay, we place it in quotation marks, okay, we put them in quotes. And as we noticed here, the rule, we do not capitalize. Again, coordinating conjunctions, the fanboys, okay, do not get capitalized. Okay, you do not capitalize articles like the word an, a, and the. We do not capitalize prepositions less than 5 letters, as you guys remember from previous discussions regarding capitalization of titles. Okay, if this is a book name, The Mask of Apollo, the is capitalized, even though it's an article. Why so? Because it's the beginning of the book. Okay, we do not capitalize of, again, because it's a preposition less than 5 letters. Okay, and of course here, if we continue to look after a colon, please pay attention to this because it's very important. Some book titles are part of it, then you see a colon. After the colon, you have to capitalize. Again, after the colon, you must capitalize. Even if it's an article, it gets capitalized because after a colon, you must capitalize as if it's the beginning of the title. Okay, again here, it's sometimes students always ask, how can I tell that the word the is part of the newspaper title? You'll find that it's italicized. Okay, and I'm going to mention it right here in this example. All right, my father reads the Wall Street Journal, a very famous newspaper in America, the Wall Street Journal, financial, a financial one. Okay, if you look here, the difference between this the and this the. All right, this one is italicized. It's tilted to the side, and that means, it means that the name or the word the is actually a part of the title of the newspaper. If you look here, does she work for the Texas Review? Texas Review is italicized, however, the word the isn't. That shows you that the word the here is not part of the title of the article or the newspaper or the movie or so on. Okay, any questions about titles? Okay, so you can have movie titles, we have works of art, television shows, series, plays, cartoons, any of that sort. Okay, documents, documentaries, or historical documents such as like Declaration of Independence. Okay, we here we capitalize the because it's part of the title. All right, the Declaration of Independence. Cartoon shows, okay, Scooby Doo. Okay, The Wizard of Oz. Again, the is capitalized because it's part of the title, and of isn't because it's a preposition less than 5 letters. Okay, any questions regarding that? Okay, so what I need you guys to do now is have your textbooks open. Okay, we're gonna do the grammar textbook, and this is going to be on page number. Let me open it for you. It's going to be on page number 323. 323, and we're going to practice together. We're going to work on exercise 5. Okay, so please have your books open and prepared for that. Okay, any volunteers that have their books ready? Any volunteers ready with their books? Okay, great. Ward, if you may, please answer number 1 for me.
Okay. Tom Hanks' career really took off after he starred in the movie Big. Uh, the word big, the B in big, it should be capitalized because it's the name of a movie.
Right, great. Okay, the movie here is called Big, and you could tell that it's a movie because of its italicized, and they tell you straight up in the sentence that it's a movie. Okay, so we need to capitalize Big. Bravo, Ward, because it's a movie title. Thank you, Ward, so much. Number two, let's go with Abdurrahman Sobh.
Yes.
Number two, please.
In 1998, John Glenn, a former senator, became the oldest person to travel in space.
Okay, do you here have to capitalize the word senator? Yes or no? And if there's nothing wrong with the sentence, we could always put correct. Okay, so here, number two, John Glenn, here again is capitalized already. Do you need to capitalize the word senator, Abdurrahman, or no?
No.
No. Okay, why? Because number one, there's no name followed by it. We didn't say, for example, Senator John Glenn. If we say Senator John Glenn, then we capitalize it. Nevertheless, here it's not. So we do not need to capitalize it. So this sentence would be correct, yes or no?
Yes.
Good job. Good job, Ya Abdurrahman. Number three. Let's go with Ibrahim, please. Number three, read the sentence for us.
Yes, the assignment is to compare and contrast Amy Chan's story, Two Kinds, with
Bernard.
Bernard Malad's the first 7 years.
Okay, so here you have two story titles, Ibrahim, and they're both
Yes.
listed in quotes because short stories are going to be listed in quotes. They're not italicized, okay, like names of poems are also put in quotation marks. Now, what is the correct capitalization for two kinds? How would you do that?
Kind will be capitalized.
Good, all right. Two is capital, kinds isn't. We need to capitalize that. What is the second title? How should we capitalize it?
And the first 7 years. The first 7 years must be capitalized.
Good. And we also capitalize the, even though it's an article, but we do capitalize it because it's the beginning of the title. Bravo, Ibrahim. Thank you so much. Kareem, number four,
Welcome.
please.
Okay. Rummaging through the pile of used books, Marcia found a copy of the complete poems of Stephen Crane.
Second crane. Bravo. Mhm.
We will capitalize the
Good. And how could you tell that the here is part of the title?
because it's italicized.
Bravo, Kareem. Okay. The. Okay. And complete is already capital. And poems. All right. Poems is capital. Okay. What about this? What about this preposition? The preposition of it's capital in the book, Kareem. If in case you can't tell, but this O is a capital O. Should we make it a capital O like this, or would that be
Um,
incorrect?
it would be incorrect.
Why?
Because it is it isn't a noun
It's a
that is
prepa.
important.
It's a preposition.
Preposition.
Okay, and what is the rule for prepositions? We only capitalize them if they're more than if they're 5 letters or more. Okay, so again, guys,
Yeah.
please make notes. All right, for prepositions. All right, in your notes, make a little note to yourselves in your notebooks as we go along. You only capitalize a preposition if it is 5 letters or more. Okay, your minimum is 5 letters. Okay, all right. So number five. Thank you so much, Kareem. Hannah, please, number five, Hannah.
M and Mrs. would be capital.
Good. We need to capitalize M and Mrs. Fernandez. Okay, Mrs. What else?
That's it.
Let's read the sentence. She has, or Mrs., our English teacher, Mrs. Fernandez, has a small sculpture of the Globe Theater sitting on her desk. Here you have a proper noun.
T of the and G and T of theater.
So the is not part of the title. What is the name of the theater?
Globe Theater.
Exactly. So we need to capitalize Globe Theater. Remember, we do not capitalize hotel, but we do capitalize Intercontinental Hotel. All right. We need to capitalize it here because it's with a name. So the word theater alone is a common noun. It's a regular place. But if it's the name of the theater associated with it, like Globe Theater or City Stars Mall, we need to capitalize it. Okay. Thank you, Hannah. Okay. Number 6. Let's go with Adam Al Fahla, please. Number 6.
Isn't isn't it
A coincidence.
coincidence that
Bravo.
your auntie Jeannie and my uncle Herbert work for the same company?
Good. So here you have Aunt Jenny and my uncle Herbert. Now, do we need to capitalize the A and aunt and the you and uncle in the sentence, Adam, or no? And I need you to
Um,
pay very close attention. You have the word
no.
Jenny and no. Okay, good. Okay, so this sentence is correct. All right, but can you please explain to me why, Adam, we do not need to capitalize the and, the A and aunt, and the J and I mean, sorry, and the U and uncle? Why?
The name only that should be capitalized.
We usually capitalize the title before the name, but in which case we do not capitalize them. Remember, when they're followed by a
Pronoun.
possessive pronoun. What is your possessive pronoun in number 6?
Jenny and
No, your possessive pronoun. How do I know that your Aunt Jenny belongs to who? Your. Yes, it says here your Aunt Jenny. Okay, where's the possessive pronoun here? The word?
you.
The word your. So pay attention that the word your here is a possessive pronoun. Do we need to capitalize the word and after a possessive pronoun?
No.
No. Okay. And of course here the second one here that we have is the second one that we have also here is after that we had another one which is my uncle Herbert. Okay, where's the possessive pronoun here, Adam?
My.
My.
I.
So do we capitalize aunt or uncle after a possessive pronoun? No, we
No.
don't. If there wasn't your or there wasn't my, then we do capitalize them with a name. Okay, Adam. So please be careful of that. Thank you, Adam. 8. Let's go with. How about we hear from Yusuf Dahrouk, please? 8.
No, miss, we are in 7.
Sorry. Thank you so much. 6 is correct. Oh, okay. That was 7. Okay, so 6 here was correct. So this is okay. So here, your and Jenny. We do not do that after a possessive pronoun. Thanks, Abdurrahman. 8. Let's go with Adam. I mean with Yusuf.
Miss Yusuf
Miss, do I answer?
Yes, please.
Um,
Number 7
which
reads. Yes, perfect. Which do you prefer?
which do you prefer, Bob Dylan's CD, Nashville Skyline, or his son's Wallflower?
Good. So here we have two
Uh,
titles of CDs. The first one is called Nashville Skyline, and the second one is called The Wallflowers, right? And how can we tell you,
yes.
Yusuf? Because they are italicized, remember. Okay. So how should I capitalize these CD titles?
Um, capitalize Wallflowers, the W,
Good job. We need to capitalize the W in Wallflowers. And what
and
else?
the Skyline,
And the S
the
in
S
Skyline.
Skyline.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Yusuf. I appreciate it. All right, number 8. How about Hassan? Please, Hassan. Some of my friends claim that the Empire Strikes Back is the best movie of the series.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Good. The Empire is already capital, so we need to capitalize strikes back. Okay, good, great. Thank you, Hassan. And number 9, let's hear from Zena, please. Number 9, Zena.
Yes. Number 9. Okay. Um, did you remember to clip that article? Uh, we read yesterday in the Washington Post.
What is the name of
Mm,
the newspaper here? It's called The
Washington.
Washington Post, and the is part of it because it's
Yes.
italicized. So how should we capitalize this name of newspaper?
Post should be capitalized.
Good. The Washington Post. P should be capital. Bravo. And Marwa, thank you, Z. Marwa, please, next one. Marwa, please.
Miss, can I answer?
Okay, I think Marwa is struggling with her connection. Yes, Hassan, please go ahead.
My mom and dad always chuckle when they read Hagar the Horrible.
Perfect.
Uh, it's correct.
Okay, you're missing one. Okay, here when we talk about mom and dad, if I can remove them, try removing them and replacing the word mom and dad with regular nouns and names. I can say
Yasmin and Hussein.
yes. Okay, all right. I can say that, right? And that would make perfect sense, right? Would it?
Yes.
Yes. So, is your mom's name Yasmin?
Yes.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay, great. All right, so here I can remove and say Yasmin and Hussein always chuckle. And again, if I can do that, Hassan, and I do not have any possessive pronouns. I do not have any possessive pronouns. I didn't say my mom and his dad, for example. No. Okay,
So,
so
I will capitalize it.
exactly. Okay, mom is already capitalized because it's the beginning of the sentence. However, we do need to capitalize dad. And the name of the title of the book here is called Hagar the Horrible. Oh, do I need to
It's
capitalize
bicycle.
the?
No.
No, perfect, because it's an article that's in the middle of the title. Bravo, yeah, Hassan. Thank you so much. Okay, any questions about what we did today in this specific lesson? All right, remember, guys, this is the end of the lesson. So tomorrow we're going to just be conducting reviews. We also, for Thursday, we're going to work on the chapter review together to make sure that we got the rules of capitalization correctly. All right, I'm almost done with your topics of the term exam, by the way, and I'm going to upload them today, all right, to get a start. Today, I also wanted to remind you that we were scheduled to discuss chapter 14 of Kira Kira, and tomorrow will be chapter 15, and Wednesday will be chapter 16. We only have 3 chapters left, so please, I need you guys to be really working on your reading because we still have those 3 chapters to finalize. So today, your homework is whatever we're not going to finish up together will be on your own. Okay, and I'm going to be questioning you and discussing it with you tomorrow. So please catch up with your reading. Last chapter quickly. Hassan, can you just remind us what happened at the end of chapter 13?
Lynn died.
Exactly. Lynn dies, as simple as that. Okay, and of course, she dies peacefully in her sleep. Okay, after the new year, and of course, now this chapter 14, we can almost predict that it will cover or discuss how will Katie's family cope and handle Lynn's funeral and so on, and everything else that happens after a person's death. I watched my father walk away. I got up and ran behind him to the doorway of the bedroom, then hesitated. My mother was weeping, okay, as she knelt by the side of the bed and leaned over my sister. Okay, so here we see mom is devastated. Of course, Lynn, she was suffering from this disease and now she has passed away. My father knelt in front of the bed and enveloped Lynn's head with his arms. So we can see here the parents are, of course, holding on to Lynn and hugging her tightly. It was light outside now, but nobody had bothered to turn off the lamp. I stared at the lamp. The lamp was on because Lynn had asked that I turn it on. But now she herself was gone. I couldn't comprehend it. I walked in slowly. My parents scarcely noticed me. My father moved to my mother and put his arms around her. Lynn looked peaceful, even beautiful, but slightly off. Her eyes were not quite closed all the way, and her mouth hung open a bit. My mother suddenly got up and held a mirror to Lynn's nose, apparently hoping to see a fog of breath on the mirror. But the mirror stayed clear. Okay, let's pay attention to this right here. I want you to tell me, why is mom doing that? All right, what kind of what is mom hoping? All right, why would
To
mom?
see if Lynn is dead or alive.
Exactly. All right. She is hoping that if she would hold this mirror in front of, by Lynn's nose or by her mouth, if you're breathing, the mirror would fog up. Okay, with this with the water, right? And this, this is a sign that she's still breathing. So here we could see how desperate mom is. We could see here that mom is still, hoping. Not to accept the true, fact that of Lynn's death. Who was with her? I said. My father's voice broke as he said, "Nobody." That got hard into me. Okay, we already discussed previously how guilty Katie was feeling about going to school and leaving Lynn's side of the bed. All right, but she did go on this Thanksgiving. What was it that they went to a? Can someone just remind me what did they do on Thanksgiving?
They went to um, Mrs. Muramado's party. Uh,
This is for New Year's, and for Thanksgiving they went to
they went to a new campsite that Jada Boy, who's Uncle Katsu's friend, he suggested a new campsite which he liked and said that they should try it.
exactly, perfect, thank you, Ward. Okay, and at this point, Katie was fed up. Okay, we could tell that she was tired and exhausted from all the caregiving and all the moodiness that Lynn was in. However, she was still feeling very guilty, and we could see here that she feels extra guilty about the fact that Lynn died alone. Okay, I wished so badly that I had not gone out. I should have known better. I should have. Okay, so she here is the feeling of guilt, and is going to basically be very hard for Katie. I could not imagine what dying must have felt like for her. I had no idea whether it mattered or not to her that she had been alone at the exact moment she died, but I thought maybe it did matter. Okay? Then there was a frenzy of activity as my parents got ready for the funeral. Though I had hardly slept, I couldn't sleep anymore that day. The lack of sleep, coupled with Linny's death, made the world surreal. All day, people came and went, and I kept hearing some of them call Lynn the body. Finally, I shouted at one of them, "Stop calling her that." After that, everyone only whispered around me, but I couldn't hear what they were saying. Okay, what are they now referring to Lynn as? And those, and who are these people that are coming in and out? What can we predict? Who are these people? Ibrahim?
Yes, miss. Can you say the question again?
Yes, who are these people can you predict that are coming in and out of the house?
Yeah, it's gonna be like the people to um
Yes, think about it. Think about it. We'll come back to you. Kareem?
Friends and family and
Definitely
anybody
friends
living
and
in
family will be coming over to sympathize and to be and show sympathy and so on for the family. Okay, and also people from the funeral home that they will have to come and take the body away and so on, and hence they're referring to Lynn as the body. How is that making Lynn feel? I mean, Katie feel? Muhammad?
Uh, yes, I wanted to say that the people who came was Japanese, and then I actually read the chapter. Len is actually also sad because the doctor who came to check up on her and know for sure that she's dead. She said that um, why if the doctor was as one of the good doctors, why did Lynn die?
Oh, yes.
So she felt really guilty, and
And
when
we
she
saw that
saw
previously from the previous chapter. How was Lynn feeling about her parents, Muhammad? Can you remind us?
uh, um
What did she say how she felt toward her parents?
that they cared about Lynn a lot.
Right, and she also mentioned that she had a strong feelings of Ibrahim.
Yes, miss.
How did she feel? How did she say she felt about her parents? Can someone remind me, Zena? Zena,
She
can you
she
remind us?
Miss,
Okay,
can I say?
yes, sure.
She felt like Katie felt like she hated them, but because they are like the one that
Responsible.
let Lynn ill. So, but at the same time, she loves her parents.
Exactly. Okay. So here we see that Lynn is just totally confused. She's filled with feelings of confusion, guilt from herself for abandoning her sister. At the same time, she felt like she needed to be away from her sister in that sad room. She has feelings of hate towards her parents because she feels that they're responsible for Lynn's illness. And at the same time, she loves her parents because she knows how hardworking and dedicated they are to the family. All right, so just Katie is going through a phase of just extreme confusion and a fixed of mixed feelings and emotions. Okay, yeah. Okay. My mother did not want to throw away anything that had existed while Lynn was still alive. Before Lynn's body was taken away, my mother had me cut my sister's fingernails and even her toenails and place them in an envelope. Okay, so here we see that they want to hold on to these items. Okay, fingernails and toenails and so on. She asked me to gather Lynn's things that lay around the house, and she wanted me to make a pile of any newspapers I could find from before Lynn died, so she could always remember what was going on in the world when Lynn passed away. Okay, so again, here we see holding on to memories. Okay, because memories could be very important, and they act as good reminders of the person that they lost. Okay, in the afternoon, I walked in the bathroom and found my mother examining hairs she found on the floor. So that she could save those hairs she determined to belong to Lynn. Finally, my mother had me go outside and search through our garbage. She wanted to make sure that there was nothing regarding Lynn that she should save. All right. Again, here we see the family's tie and emotional, this emotional bond that holds them with Lynn. They want to hold on to everything that Lynn might have touched or liked or might have even belonged to Lynn. Okay. I went outside and took a bag out of our can. I poured the contents onto the driveway. I saw a neighbor watching, but I didn't care. Okay, so it would look kind of embarrassing to be, rummaging through garbage, but Katie doesn't care at this point. Okay, everyone, I need you guys to finish reading chapter 14. This is your homework for the night. Okay, chapter 14 needs to be read by tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to conduct a very quick review by answering these discussion questions, and we're going to go into chapter 15, and we're going to conduct a very overall review over capitalization. Okay, guys, any questions for any assignments that you guys have for today? Okay, guys. If not, we're gonna end today's meeting. Thank you, Muhammad, and I'll see you guys. Don't forget to start working on your project and to meet with your partners and to divide the work equally and fairly. Okay. Thank you guys so much and have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.